is not just any haul. It is a full big makeup haul. Well, fair size. Not massive, but fair size. I have done a bit of shopping over some time and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So I have a box here full of stuff to share with you guys. I have brands MAC, Sigma and Smashbox, which is quite new for me. So why don't we just start off with some Sigma goodies. Okay, so the first thing I picked up at Sigma is the Smoke Screen palette. Now this palette is absolutely beautiful. If you guys didn't see, but at my IMAX haul I actually picked up the Warm Neutrals palette, which is in the same packaging as this guy, but is obviously more warm neutral tone. This one has got some fun colours in there, and it's also got in there some neutrals. So as you can see, beautiful, standard, simple Sigma packaging. I really love this simple design, and the back just shows you what the colours are and it tells you the name, which I think is a very clear and easy way to do that. Then the actual shadows look like this. I will do a close-up for you guys. As you can see now, it is just some of the most prettiest colours. These are definitely more cooler toned. I love that purple and blue that's in there, that purple especially, that violet, really light pale pastel colour I think will come in such nice for even winter, but spring especially. We've passed spring, but I'm sure I can work with it in winter. And then all the other browns in here are beautiful crease shades in my opinion. You have a couple up top which you could use on lid or as highlight, but the majority of them I would see as crease shades to darken up, which the other palette actually has got quite a few dark ones, but it has more lighter ones in it, so this one will definitely complement the other one. I love this palette. It was out for the Born to Be collection and I don't think it'll be around for much longer, so if you guys do want to get your hands on it, it is a very reasonable price for how many shadows you're getting. And since I've got that Warm Neutrals one, I can vouch 100% for the eyeshadow blendability and formula. It is beautiful. I am wearing them today. They blend so easy, especially if you use their brushes. For some reason they perform to their max with their brushes. Definitely take advantage of getting this palette while it's still available if you can. Okie dokie, then next up I got 3 of the eyeliner pencils. This is also 3 from the Born to Be collection. I really did like that collection. I'm really slow getting on the bandwagon from it. But it's just these 3 right here, which I'll show you close-ups of. So the first one I have here is an Atomic number 6, and it's just a beautiful dark, I would say slightly plummy brown colour, and I would use this mainly on my waterline, possibly above my lash line on my upper lid to maybe act as a sort of liner. Definitely a beautiful colour to use if you don't want to go for such a harsh black but you still want a smoky aspect. The next one I have here is the second darkest out of the bunch, and this is in Indigobrid, and it is just a navy blue, and I love these formulas. They are so creamy and so pretty, and this navy I really feel I can work with. I feel you can either use it on your lid or on your waterline. I think it would look most best because it is one of those shades where you think it's black at first look, but then someone looks twice because they're like, oh no, that's actually a really nice dark black. Same with you do some clothes where you look at it and you think that's black, and you look closer and you're like, actually that's navy. So I like those sort of colours that make you look twice, so that's why I picked this one up. And then the final one I have to say is my favourite. It is in MyCloud, and it's just a very pale blue, as you can see here. It is a beautiful sky blue, and I would love to use this one on my waterline, but not only there, also under my lower lash line I think would look a great pop of colour. Set it with possibly a light blue shade as well and it would look beautiful. Okay, next up for fall I picked up a blush because I have a lot of light pink blushes and neon blushes and I really do like them, but I find I don't have too many for winter and the colder months, so I picked up one that is sort of out of my comfort zone. It is a much darker plummy pink, and this one has actually got like silver glitter in it. It's really different because you usually find blushes with the gold to complement, you know, your complexion, but I think the silver will make you look a little bit more pale, which I like in winter because I think it really suits in winter. And this one is in Born To, so it's the main blush of the collection, and it just comes in the really nice simple sleek packaging. I love how they keep things simple at Sigma, is you get a good amount of product in there. It is so pretty on camera. It's so pretty. Oh, I want to swatch it, but I'm gonna leave it just because I'm gonna do a close-up in a minute. But yeah, it's it's just a great one. And also I think all Sigma products, you know, they're not mega cheap like e.l.f., but they're not expensive like MAC. They're great pricing for an even better product, so definitely get your hands on some of these if you can, guys, because you can take it from me. I love Sigma, and they are just the bomb.com. Not really, they're sigmabeauty.com, but you know what I mean. Then I picked up 2 of their lip glosses. I just decided to go for these because I've been getting into my NYX Butter glosses. I'm wearing that today, by the way, if you wanted to know. This is the NYX Butter gloss in Creme Brulee, along with my MAC lipstick in, I don't know, everything's in the description. I can't remember it for the life of me. Anyway, the first one I picked up in the lip glosses is called 11, and is it? Yeah, 11, and it's a very daring purple. Bit scared about this, but I think I can work with it. I think it will look super nice with my MAC Viva Glam 2 Nikki, the pale pink color. I think it will look really nice with this, and it is super pigmented, so you could wear it by itself. Gonna take some guts to use this, but I thought I would give it a go and try and use this. The next one I got is in the color Sheila, and this is a much more wearable one for summer especially. It is a beautiful neon pink verging on red with very fine, almost not there, gold micro glitter in it, and it is so pretty, as you can see by the swatch here. I don't know what to say about it. It's a beautiful, shiny, pigmented lip gloss for summer. Why wouldn't you want this guy? Okay, then the final thing I got was actually a free gift. Now, if you guys have seen below, Sigma are doing an awesome deal at the moment where you can get different gifts for different amounts of money you spend. So I think, I don't know off by heart, but X amount to X amount, you get like an eyebrow tester kit, which you can get. These gifts change every month, by the way. If you want all the details, just look in the below box, and everything's there, all the free gift levels. Also, you get my 10% off code as well, which everybody always loves, and the link is down below to go straight to the website also for your convenience. But if you spend over a certain amount of money, you get a free full-size shadow. Like, what is this? It's full-sized. It's 2.5 grams. Like, are you serious? And it says in the back, free gift. And no, they don't just give you any random horrible colors they're trying to get rid of, like blue or green. They give me a really nice champagne yellow toned highlight or lid shade. I just think this is fab, and it's really pretty. It's slightly shimmery, and I really like it, and it's in their beautiful packaging, and this is full size, so this usually costs around, is it like $12, $14 possibly? Yeah, I know, right? By the way, this is like a limited time offer with that, so if you definitely want to make a Sigma order, everything's down below ready for you to go, and you can just go have a check out the website. Okay, so that was all I got from Sigma, which was kind of a lot of things. I definitely wanted to try out the Sigma makeup because I have a ton of their brushes and I'm in love with them, but their makeup I haven't tried much of apart from that palette, so that's why I decided to get that. But moving on now, I'm going to go into MAC. I've got a whole lot more into MAC recently, and I just picked up a few things. So the first thing I got is a MAC lipstick. Now, I picked up the color Rebel. This is very popular. I'm getting ready for sweater weather in the fall, and these wine purple toned colored reds are what is in for winter and fall. They are what you need to wear. They look gorgeous, especially with pale skin. They look beautiful with pale skin. I just think that this is a staple, and I just had to pick it up for winter because I'm just getting into winter. I've bought sweaters already. I'm getting ready for that weather, and I want it to come around a little bit faster. That's why I'm buying all these, you know, like darker colored stuff for winter, because I just want it to come a bit faster. Okay, then I picked up 2 MAC blushes. One of them, this is labeled as a blush. It's definitely not a blush. This is the MAC blush in Harmony. As you can see, it is a brown. I got this for a bronzer. I know MAC do a bronzer line, but I believe some of them are shimmery, and I just wanted a matte brown. So I picked up this blush in Harmony, and I've seen a whole load of reviews on which one's the best, and this is much more of an ashy blonde toned brown. And that is exactly what I wanted, because I've got a lot of warm browns. This is a lot more ashy, so once again, for winter this will look a whole lot nicer in my complexion. because I'm going to be going a lot more pale. So I don't want to warm anything up, I want to cool things down, and that is why I picked up this one. It is super pretty, it's super basic, and that is what I wanted, because right now I have so many shimmery bronzers, and for summer is great, but I'm over them for winter. Then the next blush I picked up is actually a blush, and this one is in Lovecloud, and I've seen a lot of pictures on this one, so I was like, I wanted to get one for myself, because I'm finding when it comes to cheek colours, like I said, that one to me, this one from Sigma is already out of my boundaries, but this Lovecloud one is really pretty. I think it could be better for, because it is slightly pale, it could be good for winter or summer. Probably won't wear this in summer, probably more in winter, because it is that sort of lighter pink. Can you sort of see? I'll do the swatch for you guys, obviously. But it is just a really nice colour, and this is a satin. I bought it thinking it was a matte, but it is a satin. Unfortunately, I'm not a massive satin fan, but it's okay. It usually pays off pretty matte, so we'll have to see, but looks really pretty for now. Rightio, the final three things I got in MAC is some little eyeshadow pans, and if you guys didn't see my last haul, which I'll link below, where I got a whole ton of MAC things, I bought 6 MAC shadows, and at iMats I bought this Z palette, and I started to fill them up, so I had 3 more spaces left in here, so I picked up 3 more MAC shadows to put in there. If you can see by these ones in the pan, they're all very, very light. Ignore this one, the cranberry I'm going to be using more in winter. I've not touched that yet, so that's for winter colour, but the rest of them are all extremely light. I needed darker colours to blend in my crease. This isn't a look here for me, so I bought a few more darker colours and then one sort of outrageous colour that I just fancied. Out of these 3 in here, the first one I picked up is in Passionate, and it is this beautiful, this is the outrageous colour, this is the beautiful red pink, and I just loved it. I did a look while I was in college that was black and this sort of reddy pink colour, and it just looked phenomenal, and I really want to recreate that and get a good quality shadow to do so. I used a Barry M pigment pot before, and it still came out great, but I want an easy to use one. I hate pigment pots, they're quite difficult to use. They're just a lot of mess that's unnecessary for no reason. The next one I got is just a darker brown, and this one is in Swiss Chocolate. It's very, very popular. What can I say? It's a matte standard brown, and it's a great crease shade. And then finally another one I picked up that is dark, but I wanted it for the fall time, not necessarily winter. Kind of crazy that I picked this up. This is in Sketch, and you won't be able to see it too well on camera, but you can see it's that purpley, it's basically Rebel shimmery but in an eyeshadow. So that is the best way I can put it to you guys. Rebel shimmery and in an eyeshadow, less red toned than that, I think. As you can see, it's more of a plum toned brown, and that's really what I was going for, and it looks so pretty. I cannot wait to play with these guys. So those 3 can go in that palette, and I've created my first little MAC palette, and I've also got the bigger Z palette, and I'm probably going to be depotting these 2 blush and bronzer to put into that palette, because I want to start building that up, but unfortunately I couldn't get the pan blushes. Kind of annoying, but I couldn't. Okay, finally I got 2 things from Smashbox, and I don't own anything from Smashbox. The main reason that prompted that Smashbox order actually was that I've heard their primer is first of all phenomenal, and it's won many awards for its formula, and I definitely wanted to pick that up. So I picked up the obviously Smashbox Photofinish Foundation Primer. This is the bigger one. This is the, what is it, the 30ml. I know they do a smaller one, but this is just the clear, and I've heard it's really, really good. I thought though, I was under the influence, because I don't know if you guys know, but a fun fact, kind of not fun, but a fact about primers, and I've only just learnt this after I've spent hundreds on primers. Primers that contain dimethicone are actually not great. Basically a dimethicone is a type of silicone, and that, what basically it does is when you put it on, it's in most primers, you put it on and it obviously makes your skin feels really nice and everything, but what it's actually doing is getting into your pores and stretching them. Hence, companies will always need you to buy primers, hence more sales. So I bought this under the influence of someone telling me it was water-based, and I thought, fabulous, I want a primer that I can use every day that is not going to ruin my pores. So as soon as I got it, I looked in the ingredients, and dimethicone is not only in there once, but it is in there 4 times. Dimethicone, cross polymer, silica, dimethicone, vinyl dimethicone, and I am just a little bit annoyed at this and regular dimethicone. I don't know. Maybe I picked up the wrong one. Maybe there is one that is water-based, but I was under the influence this was. Kind of upset about that. I mean, most primers have it in, so I'm going to probably have to use it. But I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for a water-based primer that does not contain silicone, because I don't want to stretch out my pores. Definitely not. Okay then, my final purchase from Smashbox is the biggest purchase of the haul. Probably shouldn't have, because I really don't need another palette, but I bought the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. I just really wanted it. Like, I've just seen so many reviews on this guy, and I really wanted it, and I knew I would use the colours because they're all neutral and they're glittery, and I've been really getting into glittery shadows, so I decided to get this. And it comes with one of their Smashbox Full Exposure mascaras in there. I've heard bad things about this one though. I've heard like it's a pretty decent sized tube. I have Sonia mascaras mine, but apparently the brush is huge and it's really difficult to use, and if you guys know, I love mascaras with thin and fine brushes, so I'm probably not even going to open this. I'm probably going to try and give it away to someone who would appreciate it more, because I definitely won't. But it was still a perk to, you know, getting more for your money. So you get this leaflet in here that basically tells you your eye shape and how to use the palette properly. And then you get the palette, very NARS-esque packaging. The feel of it as well. It's cardboard, but it's got that sort of NARS rubbery little bit of texture to it. And as you can see, beautiful holographic that says Full Exposure by Smashbox. Beautiful. And then when you open it up, you actually come to the product. But here is the product. I will do a close-up for you guys so you can see the shades, because obviously the sun is a bit inaccurate at the minute. But it comes with, how many is it in here? 7 shades on the top row and 7 on the bottom. The 7 at the top row are all glittery, apart from this middle one which looks more like a satin, and then all at the bottom are mattes, which is why I was very excited, because it's pretty much half a palette of mattes, half of shimmery. I feel that's how palettes should be done, because everyone's different. I love shimmery now and again, but I'm still a massive lover of mattes. So definitely love this. Some beautiful basic shades in there. I've heard they're great, I've heard they're blendable, and it also comes with this brush, which is unlike any other that I've ever seen, actually, not just with this palette, but any other that I've ever seen. One side has got a really soft blending brush, and then the other side is pretty cool. It's blonde, and then it's black. Blonde and black. Blonde and black. Blonde and black. And then, as you can see in the middle, it's half and half. And apparently, one side is meant to be good for glittery shades, and the other side is meant to be good for matte shades, which is a totally ingenious, because it's true. The black side is more of the synthetic hair, and I presume the light side is more of the processed real hair. Fabulous idea, and the blender brush is very soft. It looks like a fun little brush. I hate dual-sided brushes though, because I can't put them in my brush pot, because I don't want to damage the side, so I have to keep them in the palette. This looks gorgeous, and I'm quite excited because I haven't had a new palette apart from that one for a while since IMATS. So yes, that was my haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really sorry if the lighting has been changing, because I only just noticed the sun's been going in and out. I hope my camera's dealt with it well. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fab August, as it has started as August, and my July favourites should already be up, or they should be up soon, hopefully. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great time, guys. Ciao!